I can't spread my wings 'cause I'm indoors. Social moths.
Hello and welcome to Social Moths. This is our introduction episode where we're going to introduce ourselves and the format of the show. I am joined today by the most disgusting women I've ever met in my whole life. These two, Harriet and Amy. And I'm sat on a special blue chair because I can't touch velvet.
She's got a phobia.
I have,
And then I said as well, because you'll know this if you see us with your eyes, is that because me and Amy are in pink chairs, and then I said, well, you can't be in a pink chair because of your hair, and then he went, I look like a massive clit.
And I don't think that's the wrong thing to say.
It's got something of the hood about it, hasn't it?
It has got a clitoral hood.
A clitoral hood, yeah. I
Yeah.
thought it was a good observation by
I was
you.
Googling about
You're
nerve
a poet.
endings for that the other day.
Pardon?
Nerve endings.
Ugh. Just the thought of them.
Well, anyway, for the purpose of the podcast, what we're trying to get out. Well, we're just trying to see each other more. So we thought this would be a good excuse, really. And we don't. I actively avoid going out where I can help it. Is that?
This
that's
is
it.
gonna change my life. I just know it because I never do anything, and then I know that I'll try because of this.
That's nice. I don't know
Yeah.
what to take from that, but my New Year's resolution is to take more. Is to be
Drugs.
No, not take more drugs. Take
Risks.
no, be more. Offer more kindness.
Aww.
You're so kind anyway, though.
No, not really.
No, you're secretly kind
I'm-
because no
I'm-
one that would know you from afar would think you were kind. But once you get to know you, you realise you're so kind.
No, I don't think I'm kind enough. I feel like I could give more.
To whom?
The world.
Yeah, but you cannot give to silly people.
I don't know what I'm really on about. Just my New Year's resolutions was to be more kind and learn to do a handstand. Because last year it was to do a cartwheel and I never got that far. So I thought I'll just go back one and milk
Okay.
a cow, but I never did that.
Do you know what I did? This is I had such a bad year last year that desperation. I got my log burner and I wrote down all the bad things that happened to me last year, and I read about how to do a spell online. And I wrote down all the bad things that happened to me, and then I burnt them in the wood burner. And then my ex-husband came round, and he's a doctor, right? He's a man of science.
Is he a dog?
You
A
summoned
doctor,
dog?
not a dog. I've summoned a dog now. There's a dog barking if you can't hear that. And the next day I cleaned out the ashes, and I read online that you can't put the ashes near your house of all the bad things that's happened
What,
to
like
you.
when you catch a rat?
Because it will
You have to
exactly.
release them about
It
3
will
miles
keep
away
it
from
will
your
keep the bad vibes near you. So when he came around, my ex-husband, I gave him a plastic carrier bag full of ashes and said he needed to dispose of them near his house. And he did. He took them,
Did
and
he
that
question it?
is what you all should aspire to in your co-parenting relationship.
Oh, right.
He's used to that kind of thing.
Oh, what did we have to get some sage sticks? Because
I did that
my mum
too.
had a bad vibe, but we didn't have any, so we just used Walker's chicken sensation. It's the same thing.
Oh, because they've got sage in them. Or
Well, they smell like
I
that.
think they've got thyme.
Well, I've got time for you, Harriet. How did we all meet? Because I'm confused, because I can't remember how I ever met you, Amy. Like, my recollection of first meeting you is outside my gig in Edinburgh, and then you did a gig for me in King's Heath afterwards. But did we?
I did that, and I've also met you. We both did a Funny Women gig together once, and you had a gig somewhere else, and you had to come and cover for someone as an emergency. So you weren't there for that long. There was a really annoying handy there. They were the kind of handy who were really drunk. He kept agreeing with you. Like, I made a joke about my appearance, and they were going, "No, you're beautiful."
Where was this?
In Brighton.
No, I met you before that. I met you before that.
Maybe.
The one where I had to go upstairs and then downstairs. No, I met you before that. Who was I there with? I can't remember. I remember some running up and downstairs. No, I met you before that, Amy. I met you outside my gig in Edinburgh. That was the year before. And had you come to my show? No, your show was below my show. You were in the basement, and I was in the roof.
Yeah.
and we crossed paths, and we were very frantic, and then ran off. But I thought, she's got a nice vibe about her. She doesn't look like she'd kill me. Now I can't even remember when I met you, Harriet Dyer.
Well, because I remember thinking that you were always so supportive. Whenever I saw you, I'd always be so happy, and you always would encourage my nonsense. And I'd be like, Lindsay, I love dinosaurs, and you were like, do a show about dinosaurs. I was like, I will do a show about dinosaurs.
When we were at that, it was the Britain's Got Talent. They were doing like a pre-audition, so like we were all at the Frog and Bucket, and me and Harriet were sat there, and they kind of said, you can't do any smut. We don't want anything that's too whimsy. And me and Harriet were like, why are we here? And then Harriet was saying, I really want to do a show about dinosaurs and dinosaur puppets. And I was like, just do it, Harriet. And she was like, oh, yeah, I think I will.
And then previously, I did the Sooty show, and you were like the only person that came to see it.
Yeah, because it was mad and I loved it. It was like a horror story, but like a thriller about why Sooty doesn't speak.
Yeah.
So, because can I spoil it? Mm-hmm. Because he was a ghost and Sue had murdered him.
But it was in a musical.
In a musical.
With no music.
She was just... oh, and Sue, oh. It was really good. We should have did one showing of it in Edinburgh.
Yeah. And Lindsey and husband came, sat in the front row, and no one else came.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But then you did it on the BBC.
Yeah, that was weird. I shouldn't have done that.
She did it on BBC Radio 4. But like, obviously there's no visual.
How
so it was
did
just
you
Harriet going, and no one could
Why
see.
and how did you do that on Radio 4?
Because there was that...
Great question.
Because there was that Helen...
A terrible mistake.
Yeah. Helen Ledger did a show about where people are from. So then I was on that. And then she did like a best of thing at the Fringe. Oh. And then for some reason, I decided to not do where I was from and instead do a puppet show on the radio to no visual. Which I never even questioned until now.
I must get that footage, please.
It's on Facebook, and you can find it. It's when you watch it, it makes sense.
No, okay,
but
watching,
if you shut your eyes,
listening,
you go, wow, this is interesting. And then you came all the way to Birmingham to do your dinosaur show.
And was late to my own show.
And then there were only about 50 people there.
Yeah.
That was another one with a good singing.
But that was difficult because I got through so many inflatable dinosaur outfits.
Yeah.
It was a fortune.
We've got really random... We met when I was going to Bruges on the Eurotunnel, and you were going to Brussels. So we were both getting I didn't know she was going...
Well, because it was weird really, because we always, and do you know what I was thinking on the way here as well, is that I lived in Birmingham at one point. But never met you then. And, well, because I think I'd been going before you.
I think you moved out just as I started.
What a nightmare.
I know.
And then you were just one of the few people that whenever we gigged together, we always just had such a laugh.
Mm.
And then, do you know what? It was the universe trying to put us together, because the fact you were in the toilet at King's Cross Station, and then you went, hello, Harriet.
Yeah, she walked in, and I walked out and I went, hello, and she went, hiya. And then we both went,
how weird.
Yeah, and then I just went and we drank and went at pancakes.
We went to the mannequin piss.
So nice.
Yeah.
Do you know where the mannequin piss is? Like a little boy wee-wees. I
think it's quite problematic, actually.
Yeah, they had a little hat on him. It was weird.
Yeah.
And then we went our separate ways, but we kept seeing a woman with one leg following us everywhere.
Yeah, she followed us everywhere.
That's like you were slow.
What?
You were going quite slowly.
But I was in Bruges afterwards, and she was there as well.
Yeah.
She was in Bruges. Like the film. And then we ended up, there was that time we ended up in a box together.
Yeah. We did a pilot for this programme, and then, well, you explain it. So you two people, well, now I'm explaining it. You say do it.
Well, we both didn't know that we were doing it. And then somebody mentioned to me that Harriet might be doing it so it never got broadcast, our one. But we got put up in a nice hotel and it had a swimming pool. So we got there, checked in, and then went to the little spa and had dinner, and my beef was green.
It was the light, she complained. But it was, her beef was not green. And then the next day she went for breakfast. She'd been up all night because people were having sex to drum and bass next door.
Oh my God, I forgot about that. It was so annoying.
And then she had a whole blister pack of medication stuck to the back of her dress.
And then we got escorted off to the site, didn't we?
Yeah, and then there was these two male comedians, and one of them was so fucking competitive, and me and Lindsey were just sat in our deck chairs, just having the best time.
Yeah. So it was like a room, like imagine like a room like this, but there's nothing in it.
Yeah.
And then on the other side is the same room with nothing in it. So they're on that side, and we're on this side. We've got a toilet and a kitchen, and you have to and you're in there. We're in there for 10 hours.
Yeah.
I think the real game is 24. And they give you like games to play every like 2 or 3 hours. But
It was so fun. You had
we had
like
such a
one of the
nice
game was
time.
I had to feed Lindsay a cream tea with massive long arms, like arms on sticks.
yeah, and she just kept slapping the. We knew there was a point where we both went, we're not going to fucking win this. So we just kept taking handfuls of jam and cream and slapping them off each other. And we were also dressed as milkmaids while doing this for some reason, which I don't quite understand. And we were so hungry though that I just kept eating the scones because we hadn't been fed, had we?
No.
We had to win. You had to win money to eat and drink and then Harriet had her dinosaur costume, and you could take a box of like your personal items that were really important.
I
to
didn't
you,
think about
thinking,
it
like,
logically. Like
makeup,
Lindsay had
tampon. I took a kettle milk too, and Harriet took a dinosaur outfit, which they then took the battery out of, so she couldn't even turn it on.
yeah.
And I went in a dressing gown and my slippers.
And I had my rat in the glove and a mask. And
You
a
had
dinosaur.
a rat that was sewn onto a glove. A dinosaur hand puppet. It was a dinosaur mask or hand puppet. And then one,
those.
like a notebook and a pen, which thank God she had that because that was kept us a bit sane. And then we won one task and we could win some stuff, and we just bought loads of useless. We bought face paint, and I did Harriet as Spider-Man. I have no idea how to paint Spider-Man, so she just had a red.
But it was weird because we got what's it called when people fall in love with their captors?
Yeah. Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. We just like we just like
No, but we didn't fall in love with them. We fell in love with each other. So is that Stockholm?
oh yeah.
Or is
Do
that
you remember I mooned them as well?
you did?
So they saw my naked bottom is on. They've got footage of it because one of you had to do these like the quick draw things, and then one of them
Yeah.
was do something that would shock, and I just got my ass out.
Yeah.
But anyway, but we but I missed Lindsay so much after.
That's nice.
I felt very alone.
It's, with like female comedians, often, especially in the past, like there weren't that many of us. Like there was often only like one or two on the bill.
Yeah,
Just
two.
Never
thinking
two.
we can't-
And then, but then if you did meet one, you'd often make really good friends with them, like immediately. Like I've got friends who I'm still friends with, who I've only ever gigged with once or twice years ago.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But you form like quite a bond, don't you? Like so, me and Harriet, Matt, we
Oh,
did.
yes, I don't know this story.
do you not?
We did a
No.
gig in Aberystwyth,
Wow.
and there was I used the C word in my in a joke, and this woman was scowling, and then when I came out at the end, she waited for me, so I was opening. So she waited all the way to the end. She walked out during Andrew O'Neill was headlining, and she walked out during Andrew's set. But then she waited, this woman, outside. When Andrew walked out, she said to Andrew something quite conciliatory, like, "Oh, I didn't like the bad language. I didn't like the bad language." She was really pissed.
What's
This woman.
conciliatory?
Like trying to make it up with them. So she was like, "Oh, I didn't like the bad language. It was too much for me." But and Andrew was like, "Oh, fair enough." But then she saw me come out and she went, not funny. You were disgusting. You were just. I can't remember what she said. You were disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself.
She went wiggling her
Had a
finger
massive go at me.
in Amy's
Harriet was
face.
emceeing. I didn't know Harriet. I'd never met you before. You just turned up quite soon before we started the show, so I hadn't even really spoken to you.
Doesn't sound like Harriet.
Harriet ran off, ran after the woman and went, "You are a vile woman."
Yeah,
And I
how
was
dare
like,
she?
Oh my
and
God.
I was like, what an absolute legend. Then this woman came up to us and went, "You're not funny at all." And I said, "You are too old to come to a comedy night and not know that people might swear.
Oh my God.
You're too old." And you were like, you went in as well. Then you and I sat and I drank loads of red wine. It was when I was drinking.
But the fact that she went to Andrew,
I think
and
that's
who
really
did-
romantic that you ran. I can't really explain it, but like my heart fluttered when you.
It was
said-
so nice because I didn't know you, and you just immediately like rap properly.
Because how dare this lady?
Yeah.
And
That's
it was
true.
a real. It was there was no one there. There was no one really on the door. There was just some kid, and it was like and she was really aggy. I said to Harriet afterwards, I just started on HRT patches.
Yeah.
I should have peeled one off and just stuck it to her head.
And
'Cause she
remember-
needed
Should have
it.
exploded.
She
and her
needed
husband
it. She
was-
needed a
Her
proper.
husband was like embarrassed of her, and I just said, "Shame on you." I did. Shame on both of them. Like,
And,
Shame on
growing
you.
up, like,
Shame on you.
this is the thing that annoys me in comedy. Is like it never happens in the theatre. Like if you're not someone's cup of tea, that is fine.
But I think everybody gets it. If you're online, if you're presenting yourself as well, people feel like because there's a comment, they need to say something.
Oh,
Speaking
yeah.
of online, let's play my game called "What Do People Want to Know About You?"
But you changed my life with that because you said I didn't know. Like when our Live at the Apollo come out, I didn't know that you can mute words.
Yeah.
Lindsay told me, so I muted woke madness, lesbian. What else did I mute?
Oh, I'm gonna have a look and see what I've. Oh, my mum's rang me. What does she want at this time of night?
I've got my hair up today. If you're looking at me, because I've had
thank
a haircut. I don't understand. I don't
Had
understand.
a haircut you don't understand.
I
It
don't
looks great.
understand what it is or what it's trying to be. But I've got a really short fringe always, and I do quite a lot of stuff online, and I don't get as much like horrible comments or trolling as other people. And I know why. It's because my fringe acts like a lightning rod. So all my comments from horrible men are all about my fringe.
No.
No, it's really good though, because it keeps them away from everything else. They're so distracted and startled by my fringe, they don't notice all the other stuff.
Wow.
I've got on my list. I've got aren't funny, not funny, boring, can't stand, dire, female comedians, not funny, not laugh, teeth for some reason, unfunny, shit, yawn, and yellow. I don't know why.
Why
I
yellow?
don't know. I must have spelt it in wrong. But like that stops so many people because they go, "What is this?" and like just key little phrases. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, but to them, they can see it's commented, but no one else can see it, which I think is
Odd,
good.
well, because there was one guy that was like, "Why do I keep getting notifications of this rubbish?" And it was like, because you keep commenting, you weirdo.
What I really like is my brother. He's got like really bad vertigo at the minute, so he can't look at his phone. But what he does is he will tell, he like pushes through to like look at comments and things about me, and then will tell me about them. And I'm like, I don't want to know.
Why do people do that?
I
I
know.
was doing my tour show in Cornwall. My dad, just before I went on, said about a terrible review about me that he'd read. And then told me that one of his biggest regrets is that I'm not a political comedian.
Oh God! So one of the things we were going to do in this was to basically have an introduction to us as people, and I suggested that we have a little look on Google and see what comes up. Obviously, with you, Harriet Dyer, there is also an Australian comedian called
I
actress.
didn't think it's a common name, but there was a lady that worked with my dad, also called Harriet Dyer, and at one point worked in the same place, and we'd get each other's wages. And then once I got robbed in Edinburgh, and then someone found my card, typed into Facebook Harriet Dyer, and then but got in touch with the other Harriet Dyer that worked with my dad. So I woke up to my dad going, "Oh, someone got drunk and lost their phone," because she'd got in touch with him. I'd been burgled.
I used to get drunk and lose my phone so much. At the bar where I always used to leave it actually said to me, "Have you thought about drinking a bit less?"
Oh, that's bad.
And they
The
were a
bar
I know,
said.
because I kept leaving it there like every Saturday night. I was really young, it's fair enough.
Shall we do Amy first? So
Eamon.
Eamon Holmes. So Amy's comes up with Amy Mason, husband.
Oh.
So that means people
I'll Google in Amy Mason, husband.
and want to be like, ooh la la.
Who is your
Who is he?
husband?
He's single. He's single.
No, I think they're doing it more because they want to be with you.
Oh, do you think so?
I think they're looking for who a husband is. They're
Oh.
going, that's
See if he's single.
Yeah.
He is single.
Well,
and
the
he'd be-
next one down is, I think we're going to pair Amy Mason partner.
Ah, people
Yeah,
are.
people are.
I'm currently single.
Oh, what are you looking for?
Somebody who's clean and can clean my house.
And a handyman.
The bar is so low. Who was I talking to about this
Somebody
the
will
other day?
pick up a bit of stuff.
Just someone kind.
Oh, no, I don't think that is necessarily true because they can be kind and smelly.
Oh yeah.
So, daughter is the next one down.
Oh, that's weird.
People are looking for your daughter.
People are I don't think people are looking for babies. Be careful though. You will go
weird,
Liam
isn't it?
Neeson if they do take her.
That's weird. Yeah.
I've got a bit of wind coming up. Sorry.
Oh God.
No, up, not. No.
Up, no up. It's fine.
Down.
Just a
I've been
butt, for
having it
God's
because I'm
sake.
trying to do, them videos where people drink Coke and then put a mint in, and then I'm trying to do it where my head will come off. So if someone goes, Harriet, welcome to the stage, I'll down some Coke, put a mint in, and then
And then just projectile vomit all over everybody.
no, I want my head to.
What?
But
What?
it's given me wind, is my point.
The third one is Amy Mason Bristol.
Oh,
So
that's
there you go.
boring.
Sorry. Yeah, let's have a look.
There's a nice picture of me though.
You do look nice.
2013 or something. I've got a nice balayage. I look very different.
You do
Balayage.
Look at that picture of me.
half up, half down. I don't know if
No,
that's
it's
gonna...
balayage is like where it's all like
But then the next
blonde at
one
the end.
makes you look like that's the...
Oh, I was had like miserable, drinking about 2 bottles of wine a night, looking like I wanted to
That'll
throw
do
myself
it.
off a bridge.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Right, where was Harriet's? Harriet's. I took a screenshot.
Yeah, so mine will probably be like, where in Australia is she from?
No, I've changed it to comedian. So it's
Oh.
Harriet Dyer, age.
I thought you were going to say AIDS.
Well, they'll probably say, how old is Harriet Dyer?
Why do they want to know that?
I can't tell you, but
She's
that's what people
69.
are interested in.
72 years old.
Harriet Dyer partner,
Why is everyone to get off?
because people, I mean, you
Think
you're a
say
lesbian,
yourself,
Harriet.
you've got the air of a vegan lesbian. So
You do.
you do present that way, and I often, even when I knew you when you did that bit in your show, I'd go, still surprised at that. She loves the cock. And Harriet Dyer deaf.
Yeah.
Oh, deaf. Yeah.
Tell us about your deafness, because this is a good story, I think. She didn't know she was deaf.
No.
No.
Well, anyway, so I didn't know. And then during lockdown, when everyone had the masks, I was like, what the heck is everyone saying? So then I went to have my ears tested, and then at the Boots Earland, the lady had the mask on, and I'm literally here she's getting arsey with me. People get arsey with you when you can't hear. I said, I'm literally having my ears tested, and you're getting arsey with me because I don't know what you're saying because you got the mask on. So yeah, and then it turned out I was hard of hearing.
How do you, is there like stages? So you not completely deaf?
Oh, no, because you couldn't have hearing aids because they aid hearing, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you
Do you want me
can't.
to say? They're called hearing aids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
you get
you've
like a
asked
ring?
me.
She wants to know how deaf you are. That's what she wants
Yeah.
to know. She wants a figure.
Well,
If I
in the chart, it goes, I think my right ear is a little bit lower. So the lady did it the other day, and it's like that.
Like up and down.
Like, woo.
But what has caused it? Have you always been deaf?
No, I don't know. It's a mystery. It could either be because I used to put my head through windows and doors and stuff.
Which you still do.
No, I don't.
I thought you put your head out the window the other day.
Oh no, I'm on about
Why did
through
you
a
through
window.
them?
Like
What, because you were
smashed.
depressed and having a mental breakdown?
Yeah, very drunk, and then and mental, and then I remember once I put my head through this door, and then on a night out, set the alarm off, but I was completely.
What do you mean? Put it through, like smashed
Like, you know when them dogs bite through people's front doors? It looked like that, but the other way round. So I put my head through.
I don't know what that is.
And then, yeah, you know when those angry dogs have bitten through a whole door.
You did.
And then they get home from work, they're like, bloody hell, Tyrone. You've bit through my front door.
You're saying you'd spend the whole afternoon smashing your head through a door?
No, not afternoon, on a night out.
Just once.
So then once I put my head through this door, set the alarm off, then I'd always go to this specific place for a kebab. So I walked all the way through town,
Aye,
not
aye.
knowing
There's a lot to unpack.
that the police are going all the way round, going, where is she? Ba 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 ba. So then, ba 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 ba. So then I went to when I got to the kebab place, I was like, bloody hell, after all this, I need a wee. So then I went up to I said, all right, there, go in toilets. Then I went to the toilet. The police come and they go, where is she? And then they're like, we don't know. And then they left. So I was like avoiding all this chaos without even knowing.
Maybe because you couldn't hear it.
Well, no, I was having a wee.
My dad is
He's really
deaf.
deaf, isn't
He's really
he?
deaf. And they're in Mexico at the moment, my parents on holiday.
Lovely.
I know, it's fancy, it's nice. My mum's just retired, so they thought I'd have a really nice fancy holiday. And but we went to Mexico once. We went to America, me and my parents, years ago. I was like 20. And we were by the border, so we went for one day to Tijuana. Everyone was like, it's a bit dangerous, but we went and it was scary actually. They were all like the police with guns at the border, and they like ask you, it's horrible actually, ask you loads of questions, and it's like really intimidating. And we went for the day, and then we came back in to America, and they ask you loads of questions like to check you're not bringing drugs in or anything, and they're really intense. And they said to my dad, sir, what are you bringing anything back into the US? And he couldn't hear what she said. So he just looked right in this woman's face. And she was like, sir, are you bringing anything back into the US? And he was like, again, blank. Sir, are you bringing it? And he just leant right forward into her face and went, maracas. Because he'd bought some.
We went to, when I was younger, my mum won a holiday to Florida off the back of a milk.
You went on holiday to Florida?
Well, it was actually to Cuba, but then all the Camp X-ray stuff was happening, and
Camp X-ray?
I think that was what it was. And Mum argued that she couldn't take a ginger child, not me, my sister, to Cuba because she was too warm. And so they somehow gave her a voucher, and then no, this is not even a joke. And we ended up getting a voucher. We went to Florida, and I remember when we got there, they went through my mum's suitcase.
Ginger child, look at this ginger child.
But we were all quite like fair skinned.
You can't normally go up too ginger to go on holiday that I've won.
No, my sister, she's so pale, like she's like.
She entered the competition.
And my mum did.
Yeah, I know. And then said,
But
"My
she
child's
wanted
too
to win the PlayStation 2 game, but won the whole thing. And they took us on a tour of the milk factory, which was odd. And then we went to McDonald's, and the man only had one finger. But that's nothing to do with it. And anyway, we went to Florida, which was great. And I'm going to burp.
That's so brilliant that you won that.
Yeah, it was
I
wicked.
can't believe she said her child was too ginger.
No, she didn't say that. It was always implied. My sister's going to go mad when
I've
she
never
listens.
seen a competition on a milk bottle.
Well, no, it was the early 90s, wasn't it? Late 90s? Early 2000s? Whatever it was. Anyway, when we got to the airport, they went through my mum's bag because she had this pot. And they were like, what's in the pot? And it was my mum's oil of oolay. Oolay?
Oh, yeah, now it's Olay, isn't it?
And they threw it.
Olay.
And I think, I just remember that and the car smelt of burnt plastic.
I've
that
had
she
a load
bought.
of stuff thrown away at airports where they, you bring too much and you
They
think,
never
I
stop
never
me.
think rules apply
Oh.
to me. I've got a bad attitude and I'm always like, I'm not doing that stupid shit, and then get it all chucked away.
I always get stopped for drugs. I look like I've got drugs on me.
You've
Every
got that
time.
vibe though.
Yeah.
It's your haircut and your trousers.
Yeah,
think
but
if
I
you
haven't
had boot-
always had this haircut, Lindsay. Riddle me that.
Riddle me this. Right, what's mine? I'm going to look at mine on Google. Lindsay. I know one of them because my brother did it. He broke the algorithm. So one of them is age. 40 now.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I feel dry. The other one is Lindsey Santoro, husband. Yes, I have a husband. He's a beautiful man. He's very tolerant. And the last one is Lindsey Santoro, disability. Now, I know why this has happened. Because my brother searches for it every day.
So he's doing
He's
it.
done it on purpose.
I'm sorry to tell you, Lindsay, but I don't think that's the only reason.
What's wrong with me then? Because I say this, like, someone else said that I'd give off an air of someone who's got something going on. But, like, what is the air? Like, what is it?
Yeah, but you do have ADHD.
But that's not a disability, is it?
It is,
Yeah.
I thought it was a superpower.
And you're just like a bit, I don't know, I think we're all similar, aren't we?
Thick?
No.
I think I'm thick.
You're not.
No,
fit.
you're
I
not.
don't know if I am. I think I panicked. I watched that TV show last night where they have to name the thing on the screen, and I was just shouting. I wasn't. David at one point was like, "You're not even saying words. You're just going, yeah, oh."
My friend once found a crossword and I'd just written whatever word I thought of along the page, even if it didn't fit at all. But I'd done the whole crossword like it. So it's like the words were like 8 letters and it was a 3-letter thing. And I just carried on and the whole crossword was filled in and it went all the way to the edges and the bottom of the newspaper. She held up, she's like, this is such a good insight into your mind, the
Yeah,
workings
just-
of your mind.
If it doesn't fit, make it.
Yeah,
I
make
love
it fit.
that. You're like, you don't tell me.
Yeah,
I
but
tell
that is
you.
where that has got me nowhere in life.
Gotta write words down and see what happens.
That's got me nowhere.
No, it won't, will it? I suppose. Dave was doing a Sudoku last night and he got mad
Oh, I
because
can't do them, bloody
kept
hell.
learning over and just putting numbers in. He's like, you can't put a 1 there. There's a 1 already on the line. And I was
Oh,
like,
I had this boyfriend when I was younger and he was really rich.
all right, some of us didn't have boyfriends.
He was really rich, and I thought it was funny at the cash point to just I'm pissed. Obviously, you know when you used to go in the noughties where we used to go to the pub with friends. I don't think young people do that anymore.
No, they
On a
don't.
Saturday,
They just
Sunday, we'd
vape.
go to the pub at like 10 in the morning and just drink loads of
Vape.
expensive pints, loads of money. But we went to the pub, stoned probably as well, and he was going to get 20 quid out or something, and I just mashed the pad for a joke, and he got out like 250 quid or whatever because I just mashed the pad like as a joke, and it just automatically gave whatever I said. And then he spent it all in one day on drinks. It was so good. It was such a good day.
Oh my god! Oh, I've got to take you to the claw machine place by me.
There's a new one.
Have you been to? Did I take you to it before?
No.
Oh,
I've been to the sweepy with you. Tempe
2p
or
machines.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's an actual claw machine. Like,
Oh, but they're swindly.
no, every third go you win.
I've got an ET from there.
Well, I got that chicken.
What chicken?
That chicken from Moana when we went to and you won a Labubu, but I don't think it was a real Labubu.
It's Lafufu, the fake one.
We went to an arcade. And that's another thing. I went on holiday and I invited Harriet along for the day. And we went to see Cheddar Gorge and saw dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It was nice. And then we had some chips and I sent her off. Like, get out.
You didn't send me off. You asked if I wanted to stay for bingo. You liar. I sent myself off, thank you.
Anyway, that's us in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Please come back.
Yeah. And these things are very expensive, and can you please follow us and like us and share and
email in because we're going to have a section where we have like a drawer of shame where like if you've got any social situations you want to share or
'Cause the
just want advice on, please do.
It's about, I don't think we know if we've really made it clear that it's about
Being social.
trying to get out of the house and being sociable. And this is just about how we met, so you get used to us, to be
Yeah.
honest. Can you also come to my tour?
Oh yeah.
I've got a tour. I'm doing a tour all over the place, and I need to sell tickets. Can you come? Just to be nice.
It's a very good show, and I've seen
Yeah.
it with my eyes and my heart.
And she says cunt loads as well.
Yeah.
Do
You
you?
might have to beep
No, I
that out.
don't.
Just beep it.
I don't. She just wishes I did
We've
because
got
she's
poor Rich
filthy.
here. She's got a proper boy doing proper boy
filthy.
things for us, haven't we? Anyway, should we go?
Yeah, so like, share, subscribe, and all of that. Email, and we wish you well.
You know what we should ask you to do
Yeah.
is see what we can get, if anyone can get anything in the Google algorithm about us. If anyone can make a bit of question.
but not paedophile.
Oh, no, they might
because
make something
people will
horrible.
change it to like Lindsey Santoro, a fat ass or something. Or
No.
large areola.
Clitoris.
Clitoris. So clitoris heavy today. Anyway, let's go. Thank you. Bye.
All right,
All the
bye.
best.